Did you know that the Hood Canal has 212.9 miles of shoreline? So today I'll be talking about the Hood Canal. So I've lived around the area for my whole life, and I wanted to talk about it because it's a really important area for me personally, and I also just feel like there's a lot to be learned about it that people don't usually know. So I'll be talking about the history, the geographical location of it, and the local attractions surrounding it. But to start off, the Hood Canal is a fjord. It's not an actual canal in the sense that you normally think of it, because it is a natural waterway rather than what typically constitutes as a canal being a man-made waterway. The canal is one of the four main basins that leads into the Puget Sound, and up north it also leads up to the Salish Seas. So the canal was named on May 13th, 1792, but the United States Board of Geographical Names didn't officially name it until 1932. It was named by Royal Navy Captain George Vancouver in honor of Admiral Samuel Hood of his Navy. So, Captain Vancouver wrote Hood Canal in his journals and on his maps, but the U.S. Board of Geographic Names didn't officially decide on the name Hood Canal until 1932. So climate-wise, the canal has a fairly mild climate. In the summers, it usually ranges from upper 60s to mid 80s, and then in the winters, it ranges anywhere from 30s to late 40s probably. So the Hood Canal is in Washington State, but to be more specific, the base of it is in Mason County, and it's about 30 minutes north of Shelton. You have to keep in mind, though, that it is a very large canal, so it stretches upward from the Union area up north all the way up to the Salish Seas. It's kind of like an L-shaped, so at the very bottom of it is Belfair, and it goes from Belfair to Union to Hoodsport and then way up north. So the canal is very large, and it's on average 1.5 miles wide. With 212 miles of shoreline. So it's very large, and then there's a lot of areas along the way. So some geographical attributes like bridges and bays are, there's the Hood Canal Bridge, which is a floating bridge, and it's actually the #1 floating bridge that's located on a saltwater tidal basin. And then it's the third largest floating bridge in the world. So the canal has several internal bays, one of which being Dabob Bay, which just so happens to be a restricted area that naval submarines use. And I've gone to the San Juans a couple times, and while heading to the San Juans, you'll go through Dabob Bay and you'll see all their Navy boats come out, and it's pretty cool to see. And then there's also Quilicene Bay. So back to Dabob Bay, as I mentioned, it's a submarine station for Bangor Naval Base. And then Quilicene is just a normal bay and extends northwest from Dabob Bay. So while you're on the canal, there's a lot of things that you can do. There are many activities around the canal, such as camping and hiking, and then there's a lot of activities you can do on the canal. Like you can go crabbing, you can go shrimping, you can go fishing. There are a lot of water sports you can do. You can go tubing, kneeboarding, etc. You could also go kayaking, and usually in the spring there are orcas that will come down the canal. So it's super cool. If you have a boat or something, you can go out on the water and watch the orcas swim to the base of the canal. So one touristy area is Hoodsport, and Hoodsport's right on the canal. And some things that you can do there, they offer a lot of wine tastings, they have scuba diving classes, they have a cute dock and touristy shops that you can hang out at, and they have a wide variety of hiking trails. And then the Union Marina is the main boat launch area. And at the top of the marina, they have a cute tourist shop, and in the summer, they have a live concert band there. But just to wrap it up, I talked about today the history, the geography, and location of the canal, but also the activities involved around the canal. I hope that you learned something new today, and thank you for listening.